Now look at this, guys. This engine is still here. Y'all remember the engines that I replaced in the Caravan? The one that seized up, and I ended up replacing them. Hydrolock, just locked up. Okay, well, the engine is still here. They told me they was coming to get it as a core, but it's still here. When did I do that? I did that job like a month ago. All right, so look, it's gonna sit here so long, people gonna start stealing parts off of it. Okay, somebody obviously needs the phasers off of it, so they likely took some phasers off their engine and set right here and used the phasers that was on this engine. I had no problem with that. This ain't my car, this ain't my engine, but I wanted to show you guys the timing setup. In fact, I still can do that, so I'm gonna eventually end up pulling the cover off. But the main thing I wanted to find out, guys, was why did it seize up? Now we know why it seized up, okay? We know you can't compress water, so some way, somehow, water got into the intake and down into the cylinders. Okay, in fact, you can see the rust on the piston. Okay, now all the water has evaporated, but I wanted to know, y'all remember I turned the crank and it stopped a quarter of a ways, insinuating like a rod maybe bent and it's catching up on something. Well, anyway, in the process of removing it, I remember now, guys, it had, I had a hard time. You know, when you removing an engine out of a car, you got to separate it from the transmission. In order to do that, you have to turn the flywheel in order to remove the flywheel bolts. There's 4 on a particular car, any particular car, which means you have to rotate it. So if the engine was locking up, how was you able to remove the flywheel bolts? Well, I fought and got the engine to rotate in order to remove the torque converter bolts. Okay, which means I partially unseized it. But, hear me now, but there's something going on in the bottom end, and I want to know what it is. So what I'm going to end up doing is flipping this bad boy over and taking that oil pan off and taking a look at those rods. Okay, guys, I had canceled that off. Remember, that was the original plan, but I got away from that because I was told they're coming to get the engine as a core. Well, a month later, it's still here. So I'm gonna take y'all along for the ride with me, my subscribers. Love y'all, Brian. I'm gonna get this off. I'm gonna take the oil pan off, okay? And I can do the timing. That engine over there, I can do my timing demonstration on that, as far as removing the phasers and showing you how to set the timing up. But you're gonna also have to keep in mind all this stuff is done off the car, which means it's less difficult to do. On the car is fairly difficult. Wow, somebody had this cover off already. That is RTV in between there. Okay, guys, so we're gonna remove this oil pan, find out why this engine seized up. All right, right now I'm gonna go to a quick ad break, go gather up some tools, and we're gonna get started. So don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I will be right back. Alright guys, y'all see that? So something did come apart, but I want to go a step further. I want to know exactly what came apart. Okay, this does not satisfy me. I want to know what came apart. So we're going to have to take the other half of the oil pan off. That's the only way we're going to find out, guys. Wow, this is what water can do. You cannot compress water. Look at this. This looks like pieces of a God, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna find out. I want to find out. Alright guys, I got the rod out. As you can see, it is bent. So whichever one of you guys guessed the rod was bent, that's exactly what it was. I think when it was bent, as you rotate it, it would get lodged into the piston and just would not. That's what was making the engine seize. So the engine will rotate now. It basically would turn over, but it doesn't matter. The engine is internal damage. I don't know if anybody ever reconditioned an engine after one has seized up, but I'm sure that's not the only. So I wouldn't, in other words, I wouldn't take a chance. Okay, so this engine is pretty much toast, but you can see the piston lodged in there. You can see the bent rod. This was what was stopping it from rotating. Okay, the bearings don't look that bad. So that's about it, guys. For those of you that was interested as to why it was seized up, so we pretty much know what caused it to seize up, and now we can pretty much see why it was seized up. The power of water, y'all. You cannot compress water. That's some strong liquid. Could you imagine this piston going up? Could you imagine the cylinders being full of water and the piston going up, trying to compress that like it do air fuel mixture? Oh, this is what will happen, guys. So that's all I have, man. Thanks for watching.